That's why I didn't shake hands. Actually, it was at Brent's request. I was willing to go for it, but he said, "No, we'll just bump a little bit there, and that'll be good."
I wanted to motivate him to stay near me. So.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
So
to stay healthy.
shaking.
So Brent, what club are you a member of, or what club?
My home club is RTP Toastmasters in Area 53. I've been a member there since October 2006. I'm also a member of RX Toastmasters, which I've been a member of since sometime in 2007.
Okay. And you also have a district office.
Yes, I am area governor of 54, RX Toastmaster, and all the GSK clubs fall in there, so I feel like my second home is Ravine Auditorium. If you ever want to come visit me, my second home, I'm usually there. And I took it over last year, halfway through the term, because I was an assistant area governor. And my area governor stepped down. I took over, and now I'm doing it again to get my ALS credit.
One of the requirements for becoming a distinguished Toastmaster is you must be a district officer. And the easiest way to do that is to volunteer to be an area governor for a year. So that's a plan in your Toastmaster career when you're going to step up and be that area governor. So how did you come up with this speech? What was the motivation?
Well, again, going back to the Toastmaster education requirements, this is actually a module from the Leadership Excellence series called Motivating People. Leadership Excellence series is a set of modules that basically give you best practices for certain leadership things, such as motivating people. I also like doing these. I did another one. I did resolving conflict actually at my area contest. And I like doing them because the evaluators, Toastmaster tells you about organizing speeches and resolving conflict. They're like, well, your organization was okay, but it could have been better. So I'm writing down the feedback to send the Toastmaster. I'm like, pick your modules.
I have read all the modules, and it's kind of interesting. You definitely have to put your own little twist or your own seasoning in there because they do tend to be very dry. So I thought you did a great job tonight. So what's been probably the biggest eye-opener for you so far in Toastmasters? What has been, you had that epiphany, that wow moment when something all of a sudden just kind of fell into place for you?
Absolutely. When I'm also for the Advanced Leader Silver, you have to either be a mentor, a sponsor, or a club coach. I'm currently a club coach for Alive After 5, another club in my area. We started out with 6 members. We lost basically 6 of those, but we're up to 12. So even with that loss, we're still over double digits now. And really, club coaching, and even if you're not going for your awards, after you've been in Toastmasters for a while and done a lot of speeches, I suggest doing club coaching if you have the time. Because for me, I first got in there and I was still new to being area governor. I got in there and I was watching the president, and after about a month or so, I was like, you know what, I need to get in the game. So I told the president, would you like me to give a little speech at the end of the meeting to try to bring these visitors who are coming into the club? And so I did that. And I found that I used all my Toastmaster skills, and at the end of that meeting, my VP of Education walked up to me, my current VP of Education, walked up to me and he shook my hand, and he said, "You're the reason I'm joining Toastmasters."
Oh, right.
And the 50 plus speeches I did finally paid off. But it was one of those moments that I saw the skill to move people. And ever since then, the wording hasn't always been the same, but I'm about 100% for netting every visitor that comes into Alive After 5, and that's why we're growing so fast. We have the potential to be up to 15 this month. We need to get up to charter strength at least, and I think we're going to go beyond. Also, as a coach, you kind of have to be a mentor as well, and it's been fun working with the newer members. Most of them are new to Toastmasters. We don't have the luxury of waiting for them to give 3 speeches before they evaluate, so I have to just toss them right into the fire. And it's worked out really well. They're excited, and I've been excited. It's been one of the most rewarding experiences I could have had in Toastmasters.
There's a magic number. The reason that I think Toastmasters requires a club to have 20 to charter is there's a certain energy in the room. When you have 20 people, it's like you just have this cohesiveness and it starts to grow. I was in a club similar to your situation that when I came in as DPE, because I just joined the club and they threw me right into the position, we had 13 members. And as we became more successful, as it began to grow, all of a sudden you start taking off exponentially. And that club is almost 60 members 3 years later. And part of that is because exactly that, when a guest walks in the door, you gotta make them feel welcome, and you gotta make sure you explain the program to them. So, and being a club coach, well, don't worry about the light, because they'll send in something. Stefano will let me know when there's somebody at the door. So, but yeah, being a club coach, that's one of the hardest part typically of getting your distinguished Toastmaster is the advanced leader silver, because there are 3 aspects that take a lot of planning. 1, you must be a district officer. 2, you must be a club coach or a club mentor, and if you're smart, you'll do it at the same time you're a district officer and help that weak club in your area. And the 3rd is your high performance leadership. Yeah, I think it's me. I silenced it, but I'm going to have to make fun of myself later on. So what's your next goal in Toastmasters?
I'm one of the co-contest chairs for the district fall conference, and I'm clearing the deck. I've got my contest out of the way, kind of weeding things down, and I'm going to get that done, and now we're going to complete my high performance leadership.
Excellent. Brent, thank you so much for being a part of our conference.